The year 1947 witnessed the end of the British Empire in India, but the birth of two new nations, India and Pakistan, was tragically marred by bloodshed and displacement. The partition, based on religious lines, led to one of the largest mass migrations in human history, with millions uprooted and countless lives lost in communal violence. Amidst this chaos, the seeds of future conflict were sown in the princely state of Kashmir. Ruled by a Hindu Maharaja, Hari Singh, but with a predominantly Muslim population, Kashmir became a point of contention between India and Pakistan. The Maharaja initially wished to remain independent, but as Pakistani tribesmen and irregulars infiltrated the region, he acceded to India in October 1947, seeking military assistance. This act, however, only served to further inflame tensions, leading to the first war between the two nascent nations. This tumultuous period of partition and its immediate aftermath left an indelible mark on the relationship between India and Pakistan. The unresolved issue of Kashmir, fueled by historical grievances and political ambitions, became a festering wound, poisoning relations and pushing both countries towards a path of confrontation. The First War over Kashmir, lasting from 1947 to 1948, saw India and Pakistan locked in a bitter struggle for control of the region. Indian troops airlifted into Srinagar managed to repel the initial incursion of Pakistani forces and tribesmen. The conflict, characterized by fierce battles in the harsh terrain of Kashmir, soon escalated, drawing in regular armies from both sides. The war ended in a stalemate with the intervention of the United Nations in 1949. A ceasefire line, later known as the Line of Control, was established, dividing Kashmir between India and Pakistan. This, however, failed to resolve the underlying dispute, leaving a significant portion of the territory under the control of each country and perpetuating the conditions for future conflict. The 1947-48 war, though inconclusive in terms of a decisive victory, had profound consequences. It solidified the division of Kashmir, entrenched mutual suspicion and hostility, and set the stage for future military confrontations over the disputed territory. The unresolved issues surrounding Kashmir, coupled with political instability and military build-ups, culminated in the Second India-Pakistan War in 1965. Pakistan, perceiving an opportunity to exploit unrest in Indian-administered Kashmir, launched Operation Gibraltar, infiltrating troops across the line of control to incite an uprising against Indian rule. India responded swiftly, launching a full-scale military offensive across the international border in Punjab. The conflict witnessed intense tank battles, particularly in the plains of Punjab, and aerial engagements between the air forces of both countries. The war lasted for 17 days, ending in a United Nations brokered ceasefire. The 1965 war, much like its predecessor, resulted in a military stalemate. Both sides claimed victory, but the conflict only served to deepen the animosity and mistrust between India and Pakistan. The Tashkent Declaration, signed in 1966, aimed to resolve the conflict, but the fundamental issue of Kashmir remained unaddressed. The year 1971 witnessed the most decisive military confrontation between India and Pakistan, culminating in the creation of Bangladesh. The conflict was sparked by the political turmoil and brutal military crackdown in East Pakistan, which was demanding autonomy and facing widespread human rights abuses. India, supporting the Bengali nationalist movement, intervened militarily in December 1971 after Pakistan launched preemptive airstrikes on Indian airfields. The war witnessed swift Indian advances on both the eastern and western fronts, culminating in the surrender of Pakistani forces in East Pakistan on December 16, 1971. The 1971 war had far-reaching consequences for the Indian subcontinent. It led to the birth of Bangladesh and reshaped the geopolitical landscape of the region. The defeat in East Pakistan was a significant blow to Pakistan, leading to internal turmoil and a reassessment of its strategic goals. As the years rolled on, the stakes only grew higher. Both nations, India and Pakistan, found themselves in a precarious balance, each step forward shadowed by the weight of history. The quest for peace seemed ever elusive, yet the hope for a brighter future persisted. This era, marked by rapid changes and unforeseen challenges, demanded resilience and adaptability. It was a new era of risk, but also of unparalleled opportunity. The world watched closely, waiting to see if the tides of time would finally bring about a lasting resolution. As we move into the 21st century, the spectre of terrorism casts a long shadow over the India-Pakistan conflict. Both nations have experienced devastating attacks, leading to cycles of retaliation and further violence. The stakes are higher than ever, with nuclear capabilities on both sides adding a perilous dimension to the ongoing strife. The early years of the 21st century saw a dangerous escalation of hostilities. Incidents like the 2001 Indian Parliament attack and the 2008 Mumbai attacks brought the two nations to the brink of war. Diplomatic efforts struggled to keep pace with the rapid deterioration of trust and communication. It seemed as if the world was holding its breath, waiting for the next flashpoint. In response to these threats, both India and Pakistan ramped up their military posturing. Troops were mobilized and borders bristled with weaponry. Diplomatic channels, often the last line of defense against open conflict, found themselves in a deadlock. Despite numerous attempts at dialogue, meaningful progress remained elusive, leaving the region in a constant state of tension. As we look to the future, the question remains, will India and Pakistan find a path to peaceful coexistence, or are they destined for further conflict? The choices made today will shape the destiny of millions. There is hope in the form of ongoing peace initiatives and grassroots efforts to foster understanding. However, the spectre of horror looms large, reminding us that the path to peace is fraught with challenges.